Live.
Ooh, I wonder what that was.
Prepare to qualify.
I'm gonna watch this show.
Prepare to qualify.
You try. You'll certainly wonder why you watched a semi-useless show.
How goes it?
Hello, everybody. Hello to all you schmoders out there.
Schmoders.
This is going to be a very special edition of a semi-useless show. This is the mass debate. And it's mostly going to be debates about video game stuff. So hopefully we got some video game fans out there. We know Bill and Sam are pretty big video game fans. I'm not quite as much. So I will be the... am I the mass debater?
Yeah.
Or what am I?
The masturbator.
Okay, I'm the mass debater. Right over here.
Let me ask you a question real quick. It sounded like our intro said, "You'll laugh, you'll shart."
No, you'll laugh, you'll cry.
But for some reason, this time it said, "You'll laugh, you'll shart." I thought that's what I heard. Sorry to put a stop stick in
I
that.
did shart during it. But...
It's all good.
Maybe that's what it was.
I'm your host and mass debater, Jim. Right over here we have our debater, number one, and co-host, Bill.
Rob the Robot, a.k.a. Rob the Robot.
Okay. And our schmo host and mass debater number two, or no, just debater number two, Sam.
Sam, cast your vote.
Sam,
Nice.
cast your vote.
Nice. So all you schmoders out there on Facebook Live, we want you to vote on who's winning and maybe even come up with some topics. Doesn't have to be game related. They can kind of just wing it off the top of their heads and debate on anything you want to talk about. So,
Mass style.
I think I'm going to start with Perfect Dark versus GoldenEye. I don't want to go right into the kibbles and bits right away. So we're going to start with Bill for Perfect Dark versus GoldenEye, which both are on the N64 platform.
Mm.
And,
Made by the same creator.
They're both rare games.
Yeah.
Not the rare of today. And that knowledge, I do know, I will admit that Sam's modern day video game knowledge, I do know the history more of where companies went. But as far as companies were, and what they did back in the day, Rare, we all know, was a very good developer. Conkers, GoldenEye, Perfect Dark.
Kong.
I still like Donkey Kong. I still like Perfect Dark.
Country.
But I will say that there would be no Perfect Dark if it wasn't for GoldenEye. I feel the success of GoldenEye is what brought Perfect Dark to fruition. So maybe I'd have a little bit of a different say. I love how it just sounded like a car running over like a bridge of squirrels. It didn't even sound like a tear.
that was supposed to be a crowd applauding.
That was supposed to be the good one, huh?
Are you making fun of the crowd?
Yeah, I am.
All right.
Up yours. Screw you and
All right.
fuck off.
So, would you say that... Well, first of all, it could be debate on whether who invented recording. Was it Thomas Edison or Nikolai Tesla? But
On recording in general?
well, the recorder.
Just a recorder in general. But how does that have anything to do with Perfect Dark and
Because I'm about to
GoldenEye?
say why.
You're going off
Do
the
you think
topic,
that-
sir.
So do you think that Thomas Edison deserves was better at rock and roll than the Beatles?
All right. I have this to say. Is anybody going to listen to a guy with a mouthful of snow caps?
What I'm saying is, just because it set the way for something doesn't mean it's the best.
Did you say wafer? Now you want a wafer? Snow caps to wafers. You're going all off
I need
topic.
to get on the Sam side, but are you saying Um,
Now we're gonna get
there
all
would be snow
philosophical.
caps without a Hershey Kiss. Is that what you're trying to say too?
Snow caps will give you Hershey squirts if you eat enough
Right.
of them.
Oh, I'm
All right,
gonna
let's
have those in a bit.
get back on topic though. So,
All right. I think what happened
are
was
your reasons why Perfect Dark are better? Not, not trying to knock what Billy said. What is your actually reasoning?
mine
Why you-
first.
Perfect Dark, yes.
Okay. Well, obviously, GoldenEye set the standard. It's the same game engine as Perfect Dark, same company, same system, but Perfect Dark improved so much because GoldenEye, in the end, it's one of the best licensed game ever made, like based on like a movie or something. But Perfect Dark became something original, completely original out of nowhere, set in the future, and just everything's better about it. Just everything better about it. They added voice, state of the art kind of stuff at the time, voice acting, better graphics, reload animations, which wasn't even common back then. It's 2000, so maybe, but like GoldenEye, like your gun just like goes off the screen and comes back. Perfect Dark's like, not only did it have reload animations, had badass reload animations. Like, like the pistol, of course, you put a magazine in, and GoldenEye is just like, but in Perfect Dark, it's like, she's like, so like that. Then there's like the magazines where you put like a belt through them. It's like, it's actually cool reload animations, like weird stuff. Like there's an alien gun you stick an orb in, that kind of stuff. They mentioned voice acting. There's also better multiplayer mode. There's more levels, more game modes. You could change like your character's head and body differently. There's also a game mode where you can play the single player game, and the other guy could play one of the random guards in that level, kind of stuff. That's called counter. And there's also co-op, but also counter-op. So it had counter-op, co-op. There you go.
Whoa. Easy crowd. They think they got Bill. They think Sam got you so far. What's your rebuttal to those?
My rebuttal is it's not GoldenEye. No matter how hard it tries to be GoldenEye, it's not GoldenEye.
It's not trying to be
It could
GoldenEye.
try to be better. It could try to do multiplayer. The fact of the matter is, and I will admit that when Perfect Dark came out, I was fiending. I was like, why don't they have another 007 or a game that's like this? At the time, for first-person shooters, that controller felt perfect, and I'm not a controller for first-person
Game
shooters
has perfect in
anymore.
the title.
It does have perfect, but 007, just
One's
like
golden,
movies.
one's perfect. There's a big difference.
Right, exactly.
Oh man.
And the reason why one is golden is because it's based off of a franchise that's golden, which proves that even though any other James Bond game that they came out with may not have been as good, but it was one of the greatest games of all time. And it's just GoldenEye's the Sean Connery, even though it didn't have Sean Connery in it.
But Perfect
it's the
Dark-
Sean Connery of video games.
Since real quick,
Meaning if you're a 007 fan, you know what that means.
What's that?
So, I'm going to go on a little tangent.
Okay.
I think progression, like Sam's saying, it's progression. Now, let's say you bring Call of Duty into it.
Yeah.
Is Call of Duty then, since better graphics, better loading and stuff, better than Perfect Dark?
I'm glad you asked that question. The reason, and I would say no, because it's basically like has everything that's great about GoldenEye, but every single thing is better. You know what I mean? Like Call of Duty's missing stuff that made GoldenEye great, just like the simplicity of it, just the way the levels are designed and stuff. But then like Perfect Dark just like does it's just automatically better to me because it's just like, okay, you have a steak. There's a food analogy. Everybody loves those. You have a steak,
I do.
or you have like a burger.
I might change my mind.
You have a burger, and then you just put another burger. This is double it up. It's a double burger now, and that's Perfect Dark is.
What do you think about the game Burger Time then?
Oh, wait. I don't want to get too much off this
I mean, if
topic.
you like burgers so much, you should like the game Burger Time. I think that maybe there's a fallacy to your whole burger analogy.
I only think to negate what Sam is saying. I'm trying to help you out a little bit here, Bill.
Sure.
So, you think if another
That would be
Alien-
biased, but that's okay.
or somebody from the past or something like that came and said, if you showed them Perfect Dark and you showed them Call of Duty, which one do you think they would be more impressed with? I'm
Well,
just
why don't
wondering.
we?
Well, they probably
why don't
have-
we change it? Why don't we change it to if you showed them Perfect Dark before GoldenEye? What game do you think they'd like? I think the answer would be GoldenEye.
No,
I do think that the
because
answer would be
they
GoldenEye.
haven't seen James Bond. They could just come in as a gamer and be like, "All right, cool. Here's a brand new game that I don't have to watch any movies for or anything."
I know I'm
But do you
going off topic, but
So do you think they would be more impressed with Call of Duty or more impressed with Perfect Dark?
By first glance, I would say if someone were to look at a screen
Yeah.
and say which game's better, they would look at the Perfect Dark screen with 4 people playing at the same time, and they'd say that game's better.
Only because they don't know that you're really playing with 15 other
But we're
players
talking
in Call
first
of Duty.
impression, are we not? We're
Yeah, I
talking
know.
first impression.
But then if you told them, like, actually, I'm playing with 15 other people right now in Call of Duty, then they might be impressed. But
Yeah, but we're not telling them anything. We're
I know.
just showing them.
But all I know is
Yeah,
now we're comparing game. Why would we compare this game anyway? Because both games have the 2 games we're debating.
I know. I'm just trying. I was trying to go with the progression theme that you were bringing up. That
I know.
Obviously, when somebody takes something that's already been done and adds a little bit to it, it's gonna be better. But you got
To
to
this
give that.
day, GoldenEye is still a great multiplayer, old school multiplayer.
Yeah.
If you got
So
an
it's-
N64, 4 good controllers without broken joysticks,
Oh,
got
God,
4
so
old school gamers
I
together,
just-
they would have
I
a
know.
blast.
I would be like, yeah, let's take this and put Perfect Dark in instead. And
I
I'll be
love
se-
Perfect Dark.
I'll be setting
but I
my
went back
laptop
to-
gun up as a turret in random places. Laptop gun makes it one of the best games ever too. By
That
the
shit
way.
was great. First of all,
Laptop
I'd like to say that game that you're playing now, what's that game that you're playing now with Larry? That
Overwatch.
Overwatch, right? They
Yeah.
finally got like something that resembles a laptop gun. How many years did it take for a multiplayer game to get something like that?
Wait, what do you mean?
That little turret that you put on the corner. Don't they have something like that in the game?
Oh, that's what Symmetra does. Yeah, she puts those.
How
little
long
turrets-
did it take for
Yeah.
the game to go
I
really
mean, they've
back
had.
to?
Well, see, like Team Fortress 2 had the turrets that you put on the ground. So does Overwatch, but she has the ones you can put up on the wall and stuff. Yeah,
Mhm.
kind of similar. I know what you're saying.
My thing is,
Paved the way.
GoldenEye definitely paved the way, and it's definitely ended up being more popular.
Well,
And Sam does have good points, though. Like,
Let me give you a solid answer
really
to your
didn't
last
have-
question.
it's really hard when something's the original to be like, oh, this is better about it, because they just took everything that was good and tried to add some more to it.
yeah.
I'll give you a
They-
solid answer to your last
So
question.
many points for the originality factor that, I don't know. Let's anybody on Facebook. How much, if you're watching, and make sure you share the video. Thanks, Carl, for sharing the video with your friends. How much credit do you give for being the original? In this case, GoldenEye versus Perfect
Certainly
Dark.
deserves credit, and GoldenEye, of course, is a great game. I'm not ever denying that.
GoldenEye is great. That's why if an alien came down and you said, "Call it," I couldn't believe
If an
GoldenEye.
alien came
But
down and played Perfect Dark, you'd say, "Yo, there's an alien in Perfect Dark that looks like me, named Elvis."
and he'd be like,
like,
"That's
that's pretty-
fucked up."
That's pretty badass. His name's Elvis too.
No, you'd be like
Perfect
Call
Dark.
of Duty or Perfect Dark, and the alien would never have known about 007, and he would be like GoldenEye. He'd be
No.
like, "I'm going with the third party on this."
No,
one.
he's like, "Oh, I just learned English. Perfect is better than golden." So
I don't know. That could be debatable too.
This one's
also
really hard.
it scores feminist points because the main protagonist is female.
Yeah, but you don't care about feminist points.
No, I know.
You want to pull that card,
But-
and I'm going to call you out on that.
No, I don't care about feminist points at all. But
All right,
it
we're
is-
gonna end with this one. We're gonna end. All right, this one's over. This one's over. Great debate so
Got
far.
it.
I'm gonna call it a tie so far because
I got him.
you and your tie.
I thought I was going to lose, so I
My
went.
tie. Is that a clip-on tie?
no,
Oh.
I always tie my ties.
Oh, damn it! If
Not
I'm saying
too
it's a clip-on, then you should have it over the collar like Charlie.
That'd be funny.
Yeah.
No, I always go professional. But I am wearing. Hang on. I am wearing.
Whipping it out.
You're wearing what? Yeah, I know.
Oh, nice. That's
That's what I
perfect.
do too. Like I always put on
I mean,
something.
that's
nice
golden.
up here. Yeah.
Yeah, people will never know that I'm wearing basketball shorts.
Yeah. They do now.
All right. So once again, if you're watching on Facebook Live, make sure you share with your friends. We're doing a debate here. If you want to throw out any debate topics, we're doing mostly gaming, but throw out anything you want them to debate, and we will go with that.
I got a quick
Um,
question
Writing
before
something.
we move on. I got a quick question for Billy. Just really
Billy
quick.
got okay. Wait, real quick. It's 1-1, but Billy got a 0.2 extra because somebody on Facebook said GoldenEye.
Damn.
Definitely.
Boom.
That's because
I told
he
you.
never played Perfect
Majority
Dark.
vote. Majority
Ask
vote.
them if they played Perfect Dark. They can only vote if they played Perfect
Well, why
Dark.
would they say between the two? Why would they? Of course
I
they
don't
played
know.
it.
But anyway,
Gilmore, let us know if you played Perfect Dark. If
I'll accept it if you did.
then I got to take the 0.2 points away. Let's give it a second here.
Well, Bill, I got a question for you.
Wouldn't that give me more points? Because if he did actually play the other game and he still likes GoldenEye, then I
If he
should give
did,
him more points.
then just keep your point too that I gave you.
I'm negotiating, but
I'm
it's not
giving
working.
more. I was giving the points thinking that he already did that.
Whatever happened to our cartridges for GoldenEye and Perfect Dark?
What do you mean?
Like, I don't have Perfect Dark anymore.
Are you trying to say that there's a scandal here?
No, I'm saying I don't have Perfect Dark. You must have it. What about?
I do not.
We had 2 copies of GoldenEye, and now we got 0.
You have 0.
I have 0 copies of GoldenEye. 0.
I might have 1 copy of GoldenEye, but I sold a copy of GoldenEye, but I also
Okay.
bought one and resold a copy of
Oh.
GoldenEye
I don't know then.
to obviously provide for the people in need.
All right, to keep the
I
listeners.
have video games, beautiful video games, big beautiful video games.
I'm moving to the next topic, which hopefully everybody jumps in on. The best Mario of all time. And we'll let Sam start
We're
this.
gonna go right to that.
Yeah.
That's like talking about immigration right away.
I got to go with.
I
You
have.
gotta go.
Wait, he
Go
has
with this
played
boy.
both. Sorry.
All right. You can have the point
He
then.
has played both, and he said, but GoldenEye gives me more of a nostalgic feeling.
All right, I'll take it.
So he gets the point 2 extra.
So
And
it's the
Sam
Ronald
said-
Reagan of first-person shooters.
Thanks, Gills. So right now we're talking about the best Mario of all time. Sam held it up. Let's see it again. I got a close-up for you.
There it is.
Super Mario World. Going out on a limb here. It's kind of sandwiched in between a lot of great games. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I concur.
As far as modern ones, that's probably the best modern one.
Yeah, Mario Galaxy is good too, but I will agree. Judging by the label that's on my game, I would agree.
This one? No, that's mine.
Yeah,
This is mine now. I don't care.
I'm the one that had the fucking labeler.
You
How
gave
did you
it-
take
yeah,
my
but you gave it
labeler
to
and put
me.
it on your
That's
game?
the debate.
You gave it to me 25 years ago. No.
But that still is my copy,
Or something. 20 years ago.
which
Yeah.
proves that I for sure
You gave
am.
it to me as a gift to me, and along with the label on it is mine.
So that is, you admit that
2
that's my
decades
label.
ago.
You admit that that's my label.
I don't know. Probably.
I've been doing this for a long time.
Here's
No,
my
but
thing.
seriously, it's obviously it's Mario World.
Yeah.
I mean, I gave you the
I'm
copy,
gonna
of it, even though I liked it. I still gave it.
debate against both of you.
What's that? You say 64, right?
Obviously, I'm going to say 64, but
You can't say Mario Kart.
all of them, that was one of the weakest because it didn't advance. It didn't change. Like 1 to 2 was a change, 2 to 3 was a change, and 3 to Super Mario World was the same. Like, okay, let's go to this level and play it and go through this map.
And that's how you make
Yoshi
perfection.
had Yoshi.
That's how you make perfection. You take one
Did
good
it,
thing
Yoshi.
and then you make a better version of it.
Yeah, it did. Super Mario World
So-
has Yoshi.
Wait, I'm
Are you
taking.
getting
Don't
them?
let me take your point 2 away.
Wait, who?
You just debated against yourself, Bill.
How?
You just said you take what's good of Super Mario 3 and you add a little bit better to make it Super Mario World, just like they did with
Exactly.
Perfect
That's
Dark.
why I chose Super Mario World.
Yeah, but I didn't think that Perfect Dark was a little bit better.
Yeah, it was in every single
So
way.
it's that simple. So that you could just take that theory right away.
Every single thing was done better.
Allison says
That's-
original. Allison says original Super Mario Brothers. Why go anywhere
I'll
else?
accept that. 3
What about
definitely.
Mario Brothers.
If someone says 3, I would
Yes.
totally accept that too, though.
What if somebody says 2? It added so much more to
It's not
every
even a
other-
Mario game.
We're opening up a whole nother. This is Pandora box of Mario. It might have had Mario characters in it.
I mean, it's a good game, but come on.
It's a great game.
It added Shy Guys to the picture.
It was a remade game before they
No,
put the Mario
Being
sprites on them.
with different characters. Too.
It added what? I know. But that
Yeah.
didn't
That was-
really stick that much until later on.
I normally
Yeah,
went
mine
with 3.
was Mario 64. It's like you're dealing with 2D linear stuff. You get a little glimpse with Mario RPG, but then
Yeah.
64 came and just blew up the world. It was like, what the?
Yeah,
what
but
the-
Mario, Super Mario 64 blew. I mean, people went back to it, but I didn't like it. I mean, it's
It
like
didn't blow up.
I always liked 3. If I wanted to play a game right now, if you said, what Mario do you want to play? It used to be 3 all the time, but now I actually want to play Mario World more than any other Mario game because I thought they perfected it. The music was a lot different. It was very different, even though Jimmy was saying it's based on a mapped out thing like how Mario 3 was. But
I got one critique for Super Mario World. It's that it made the game a lot easier than Super Mario Bros. 3.
It did.
Super Mario Bros. 3 was definitely more challenging and more kind of designed around a challenge. Super Mario World was just kind of like anybody could play, but I still found it more fun.
That's the thing.
I found it more fun.
I always go back to it. Also, Super Mario Land for the Game Boy was fun as hell, too.
Was it 1 or 2 that you liked? Super Mario Land 1 or 2?
I think it was Super Mario Land 2.
Okay, yeah, because I think
World ended up being my favorites at the
Land
time.
1 kind of blew.
Mm-hmm.
I feel
Once again, perfection. Except
I don't know if Bill's on the same wavelength as me with Sam on this. All right, I'm a big Bob Ross fan. All right, so when I see those beautiful paintings he does, I always wanted to just jump in there and see what would happen.
Right.
And that's what Mario 64 brought to life for me.
Are you also high while you're playing Mario?
Did you watch? I got a question. Did you watch Bob Ross back then?
Yes.
Okay, then.
I literally did. I used to come home from school and fall asleep to it.
Bob Ross has never changed, and that's a good thing.
But that's just everybody's thing. Is everybody's always thought about like, it'd be cool to be able to go into that picture. That's what's great about.
But also, it's also like it'd be pretty badass to ride a fucking dinosaur.
That's pretty cool too.
Yeah.
That's the greatest.
That's why I agree.
Out of Mario World is that it.
Yoshi is definitely But also, I mean, it had the cape and it had the second item's cool. Then
you got Yoshi Island where you just want to strangle Mario.
Yoshi Island's good though. I know you don't like it because of that.
The Mario in a bubble crying the whole time was like, holy shit! Shut up!
If you suck at the game, yeah. You're not supposed to get hit that much.
I don't want to base my. It's supposed to be fun. It's not as fun as Mario World when Mario keeps crying like a little bitch in a bubble.
My wife just said he watches Bob Ross every single night, which I do to fall asleep to.
Sometimes I watch it when I want to fall asleep too.
Look how accessible it is. It's great because it's on Netflix, Hulu, and I even have my own Bob Ross channel on Roku.
I don't understand.
It's the only thing available on every platform.
Yeah.
If you want to fall asleep at night, why don't you just watch this show?
Yeah, that too.
Yeah. I don't want to have nightmares. That's why. But my wife is right too. Super Mario Maker is very good. It takes you get all the elements of all the Mario games. It's like our dreams finally came true with Super Mario Maker, but I wish I was like 15 or even 12, 15 and this game came out. I would be going nuts. Like making my own Mario levels? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, the only thing is you should be able to play with other players, I think, with it though. Like this game right here is basically Super Mario Maker. I was gonna bring this up on another topic for best PlayStation games maybe, but this one you can play it's like Super Mario Maker, but you can play with other players and stuff.
Right.
Little Big Planet.
But not Little Big Planet 1 was like that, right?
No, 1 was like that too. This is just 2 because I sold 1 or something because 2 is like better in every way.
Mm-hmm.
So what's your reasoning? I still don't have a clear reasoning for why you guys think Super Mario World is better.
It's got Yoshi. It's got good. It's just colorful, beautiful. Your dog's barking at the lightning.
Let's see. Why I like Super Mario World? Number one, as light and bubbly as it was, I still like how it got dark at the end. It gets a little bit more grown up as you go along, as the levels get farther on and things like that. And that's a good thing to have in a video game because the better you are, the better you're getting, the more mature you are, the more you can reach that height of demonic nature actually towards the end of that game for how bubbly it is, you know?
That might have been what killed it a little bit for me with that Mario. It was the first one that I didn't really like the music.
I like the music because here's the thing. Did not like it at first, but that is probably the main reason subliminally why I would go back to Mario World.
It has the same, uses the same song over and over again. Yeah, I like that though.
They have a good intro thing that hypes you up.
Yeah.
It was too uppity.
Huh?
It was too nonstop uppity. I liked how in the first on Super Mario Brothers you have your uppity one, then it goes into the lower level and it's like,
But it does when you go into Ghost.
Yeah, there's like
the music and the Ghost thing.
every single song. Every single level song in the game is dun 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 dun, dun in some kind of form. It's the same song,
right.
but else like the top and then the lower one's like bow 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 bow. Yeah. It did
All
good,
right.
I think.
One reason why Mario World is the best. The first time you play that level with the gate, and you can go and turn yourself around and walk behind the gate and go and turn yourself back around.
Yeah.
After that, I was sold. I was like, best Mario ever.
Yeah.
Up to that date, for sure.
It just to me, it just took Mario Brothers 3 and
It did.
made it better.
Expanded on
I
it.
agree. It did.
Yeah.
But then I think Mario 64 just blew them all out of
It
the
did
water.
its own. Yeah.
No, it paved the way for better
Paved the
games
way.
like Zelda 64, like Zelda Ocarina and Majora's Mask.
I'm gonna go. I'll tell you my order. Mine goes Mario 64, Super Mario Brothers, the first one,
Mhm.
then 3, then Mario World, then 2. Even though I hyped up 2,
Yeah.
it's still. Then you have Galaxy and then Sunshine and
I
stuff.
feel like those. Yeah, I think those kind of like, in their own way, are like really good.
I like how
I
Galaxy.
didn't play Sunshine honestly, but
Yeah, I didn't play Sunshine either, but the Mario Galaxy did change it again too, to go from planet to planet and stuff like that. So.
yeah, it actually like it
Those are good
changed,
games.
it actually did something new. I feel like
I would say
a lot of people argue
Super
it's
3 to Super Mario World is Nintendo 64 or Mario 64 to Galaxy.
yeah,
You know
probably.
what I mean? Like it's pretty much 64. It's just expanded a little bit.
It's a little more linear too, both planets and stuff. Like,
Right.
you
Why
know how,
you?
like, yeah, something like that.
Sorry, I was yelling at my dog.
Next.
Jump in.
I'm saving. I think I'm going to end up saving the best for last. But we're going next to. Well, we're going to have 2 best for last. The next one we're going to go is. I don't even know. I'm just going to go best Rockstar game ever. I'm gonna award it that way. And see what you guys think because we have a lot of different stuff.
Yeah,
I'm gonna. What's that?
Bully.
You really think that's the best?
I think that people will,
I
even
still
GTA
never
fans will
played
go
it.
back in time. They'll go back in time and go, you know what? This was a fucking pretty good game because it brings you out of that whole city element. The same thing, monotonous. No, don't get me wrong. GTA games are great and they always will be. But that casual, slower pace of Bully, and you can get it on Steam now, right?
yeah. I have it, but I never played it yet.
So
But-
graphically, it's even
It
better.
is a well-liked game by a lot of people, and it's like one of the
Okay,
most wanted sequels.
All right, you go
lately.
from grand theft, you go from pulling people out of cars and killing them, blowing up helicopters, owning planes, owning what? Facilities, to
Well, it's not the
Neil-
same company that makes it either.
to
Real
mowing
quick.
a lawn, to mowing a fucking lawn.
One of the Facebook watchers. Which GTA you thinking, Neil? Because Sam, I think you're gonna go with a GTA.
Yeah. Is it my turn now?
Yeah.
I'm going with this one right over here.
Real quick. Okay, sorry. Yes.
That one right there.
San Andreas.
It's also right here.
Well, what were you going to ask us earlier? It was between GTA and something else, Jimmy.
San Andreas and Manhunt. That's still a Rockstar game.
Right. Okay, yeah, we were talking about Manhunt.
Also, Max
before.
Payne's are Rockstar.
Right.
If-
Technically. They're not only by the same people, though.
So do you like Bully better than Manhunt or
I don't know. It's hard to say. Here's the thing. I know for sure that I combined the amount of time I played Bully and the amount of time I played Manhunt, and it's still not the same amount of time that I played the old school overhead GTA for PlayStation.
Yeah, which aren't even really worth.
So
playing
that makes
anymore.
me a GTA fan no matter what, even from back in the day.
Yeah, they're
So-
good,
But I really do like Bully a lot, though. I think it might even be. I know you're saying like a lot of people play it, but before it was on Steam, I think it was a little underrated for what it was.
this is
Like
known,
when
but yeah,
People just
GTA
want GTA.
5 GTA 5 he thinks is the best, which you can't argue with. It's
Who does?
It's
It
a
is.
game.
Who does?
Neil.
It's honestly like amazing.
Our cousin
Yeah.
Neil.
Yep.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's amazing. I actually do have a hard time. It took me a long time to decide between 5 and San Andreas, honestly. I mean, I played Vice City so much too, and that's a great game, but still, it's kind of like, oh, it's 3, but improved. But not really, because the map's smaller, so I can't even go there with that. San Andreas just improved, like, both Vice City and 3 combined, and then some. It just, like, proved everything.
See,
I
to me, I'm gonna go. My favorite is Manhunt.
Yeah,
That thing. Oh
You know,
my gosh! It had
I
the
got some-
greatest, like
still is a great game.
it
So
had
my-
like the greatest theme to it. It had like it scared you. It made you want to be crazy a little bit. Like that was one where I was like,
It
this
brought you
should,
in.
yeah.
that game should not have been allowed to be
Right.
developed.
Yeah.
Even in Grand Theft Auto, you don't cut somebody's head off
No,
and keep it with you and possibly throw it and use it as a decoy to distract somebody.
no,
That
Me and
doesn't
Sam
happen
were
in Grand Theft Auto.
not yet.
Rendering of the graphics when you would take the head off and it would be in the bag on your hip. You still could see the face, like
Yeah,
as it's on your hip the whole game. If you're
it's
really
crazy
looking,
for a PS2 game.
oh, there's still a face in there.
The
So-
realism of it.
Surprised when Sam was like, "Yeah, that's a PS2 game." I was like, I could have swore that was PS3 just because of the graphics.
No,
you
Right,
know?
right,
They did a really
right.
good job. The
tell you
animations are
what.
amazing too.
I'm going to tell you the main thing about Manhunt that I like the most. There was no horror movie since Texas Chainsaw Massacre that scared me until I played Manhunt, which is not a horror movie. Because here's the thing. Obviously, it's not a horror movie. But what I mean is I wasn't that scared until I played Manhunt. From Texas Chainsaw Massacre when I was a kid, I rented the movie. I was like, I watched a lot of scary movies up until Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And then I rented Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which should have been one of the first ones I ever watched. And I was like, holy shit, this actually scared me. Very few movies even came close to scaring me after that. I play Manhunt, and the fact, and here, that's the thing, is you're not safe. They give you that. They go, all right, you're going around, you're chopping people's heads off, you're doing all these horrible things, but they're also going to do that to you.
And
And that's why it's
gradually
scary.
got worse and worse too when it got to the like the psych ward.
Yeah. Oh, it does. It
That
gets
was
bad.
yeah.
Other
that
games
was
tried to do the same thing, but they didn't go as far as like cutting the heads off and keeping them, cutting the heads off of piano wire, and like the innovation of how to kill people because the odds were against you. It wasn't just a shooter, you know. So
shout out to Alex. Anybody watching and enjoying, make sure you share it. There's a little share button on here or like it, whatever. But we prefer
don't
you
hit the
sh-
sunny.
So,
Don't
What
hit
up,
the sunny
everybody?
button.
so I'll go with yeah.
Hit the share button.
I'll go with San Andreas. The runners up are GTA 5
Yes,
and
it's like playing a movie.
Red Dead
GTA.
Redemption. I feel like
Right.
I feel like they did really good in recent times.
I go Manhunt, GTA 5, San Andreas, and Uniracers.
Oh, I knew you were gonna do Uniracers.
It's
I
not
knew you were gonna throw it in there.
Uniracers isn't a Rockstar game.
Hey, Shauna, shout out.
Are you sure, Sam? Because I was
No,
gonna
it's-
say Uniracers.
I know, but it's getting really confusing. All right.
Technically, though, you're the one that
the
told us
company-
it was a Rockstar game.
The company that made it at the time was
I was the one who told him
I know.
first.
Oh, really?
but Rockstar. Here's the thing.
Rockstar, or this company that turned into Rockstar.
I know.
North.
It turned to Rockstar North. Here's the thing, though. You're mentioning Bully and Manhunt. Those weren't made by Rockstar North at all.
That's UK, isn't it?
No, Rockstar North is UK. Yeah, they didn't
Oh,
want to make
Rockstar North is UK.
They didn't make Grand Theft Auto and stuff. But then someone else makes Manhunt and Bully and all that stuff. But the people that made Grand Theft Auto is the same company that made Uniracers. But we're going to. I think we're expanding Rockstar a little too far, maybe if we're counting all those. We'll say that they're Rockstar North, but
It's in there.
all right, it's a Rockstar game. Whatever.
All right, you win. You win, Jimmy.
It was published by another company.
Because even to today,
Rockstar didn't
Uniracers
exist.
is a good game. Uniracers was the modern day Excite Bike for the time.
Yeah.
It was. It was like I was waiting for an Excite Bike 2, and then all of a sudden this came out.
Uniracers,
Yes.
exactly.
You also made Lemmings, if anyone's interested.
Not really, but it was a huge game. Huge.
Yeah, they made Rockstar North, Where's Grand Theft Auto. Not the exact same people, I don't think. I don't think Sam and Dan Houser have anything to do with those. I don't know. Those are the guys who make Grand Theft Auto, basically, the two brothers.
Right.
Mhm.
All right. So, up next, once again, everybody on Facebook Live, if you want, we're running out of time. If you want us to debate something that you have
Masterfully.
on, if you want to masterly debate something, we will try our best.
Don't jerk off the topic though.
The next topic is going to get very heavy, and it may confuse some of you if you're not real old school gaming enthusiasts. Basically, greatest RPG ever, or RPG from back in the day,
From
whichever
Super
way.
Nintendo.
Chrono Trigger versus Earthbound. I think it's Bill's turn to go first.
Okay, first of all, I would like to credit Sam for saying Super Nintendo, because we all know that most RPG players are real finicky. Some of them are so old school. We're talking about maybe 60, 65-year-old men that have played Earthbound, that have played Final Fantasy VII, right? These are dudes that rolled the dice back in the Dungeons and Dragons
it's a board
days.
game.
Okay? So,
It's called
to say
RPG before
greatest-
games moving around. Yeah.
You can't even say greatest RPG ever because it just goes so far. So that's why we got to narrow it down to Super NES, which is one of the masters of RPG creation as far as that goes. So I already said what my pick is, and that's Earthbound.
Oh, there you go. You're talking about a different show.
Yeah.
Now I
Well,
thought you were.
yeah.
Now why aren't you holding your supposedly owned cartridge up to the camera?
Let's see.
Well, that's because we didn't get into it yet. I mean,
Okay.
we didn't get that far. First of all,
He wants to put the hammer down. He wants to go real old school, like Pog, and have like that big ass
Oh,
fat
God.
hammer. Boom.
Dad was like, "Where's my socket?" I had a socket that's my Pog Slammer. I used a socket set for a Pog Slammer. That was before I bought the bomb
See
one.
what you got.
What's that?
First of all, I'd like to say this. Let me describe to you. I want to describe you to my credibility here. First of all, old school
You actually
video
got
game,
notes.
old school
Yes.
video game market
Oh,
is
my.
my Sunday night football. And to prove to you how much I like video games more than football, I had to actually look up the night for football to say Sunday night football. That's how much I like video games. Where I like it how some people like sports. And also another thing is it not true that this supposed topic for the show was actually created by the off chance that I might not be on the show? Because Jimmy called me and told me what was going on, and he's like, "Oh, you're going to make the show?" And I'm like, I felt like I had to. So you guys didn't want me to be here for. You guys didn't want to. What the fuck was that? You didn't want a credible response. You're like, we don't want him on here because he literally is like the Donald Trump of gaming. He will make some things up. I am the Donald Thumb, as in thumbing the video game controller. All right, let's go. Let's do this. I'm ready.
You didn't know what you were talking about. I don't even know.
Here's what I'm talking about. I have a beautiful NES. It's a great NES. I'll make Mexico pay for it.
Super Nintendo.
Super NES.
Super
I meant to
NES.
say. Actually, I think you got it.
Failure.
Whoa.
Got him!
God damn it.
Damn.
I also have a beautiful NES. No, I don't actually. I got a Retron, so
By
that
the
is
way,
a little
so
bit of a
right now-
discredit
Wait a
to
minute.
me.
Hang on.
okay, let me have everybody where we're at on the same. So what did Billy?
What are you
pick-
hiding a dead body, Sam? I mean, you should have hid that
No,
before we did the debate.
What did Billy pick for Rockstar Games?
Manhunt or Bully.
Bully. Dan Andreas wins that one, so Sam got an extra point there. Billy,
Is that by the viewers? San
but then you
Andreas?
both lost a point for having Super Mario World. So right
Oh
now,
god.
Oh, come on.
point
Come
2
on.
to 1 for Sam.
How do you lose points from Super Mario World?
What's that?
It's such a safe bet. All right, I won't argue because you're going to dock me another
This is
point.
too safe.
Yeah, too safe. It was like it's the most boring one. It's like
No.
we have a whole new system. Everything's amazing, and
Come
it's like
on.
let's make a better freaking Mario 3.
Yeah, but you
Not
said
even-
Mario 64.
looked
so
way
you have
better.
no credibility at all.
I like the raccoon thing better than the fucking cape.
No.
You're lucky you added Yoshi, or else that game would have sucked.
The raccoon was cool. I will give
You
you
could-
that.
Nah.
You could duck down behind the stuff and
Oh yeah, that is true.
Yeah,
I
but you
was
can
thinking
go
that
behind,
too.
like Billy said, you
turn
can
it
flip
the other side. I think the duck down behind the whole thing.
the extra item was cool in Super Mario World.
Once you
You
got
do
the
it-
strategy
you
guide,
gotta do it before
win
the level
so
in
big
3.
time in it.
Where it had the mini games where you can match.
Yeah,
do
but
the
Super Mario World has some mini games.
It was fun to cheat on Mario 3. Having the strategy guide was awesome.
It was.
Oh, it was
That's
so fun.
You guys don't realize how much I like cheating. So
Hey,
that's
that
why
one was. Did your wife just walk in
Yeah,
and
you
you
didn't
said
say
that?
that. You didn't say to her, did you?
You guys don't understand.
You don't know how much I like cheating. What's that?
It's with men though. Don't worry.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's all right.
Only men with mustaches like Mario.
Even Louise.
All right, sorry. Back to okay. So right now the score is 0.2 for Billy, and 1 for Sam. And I don't know anything about Earthbound or Chrono Trigger, so you guys gotta
Convince you.
convince me.
All you need to know is Earthbound is the greatest video game RPG for the Super Nintendo that has ever been created in the history of licensed Nintendo games for RPGs, particularly for the Super Nintendo.
All right.
That's all you need to know.
All right,
it's a-
Sam.
Jeez, I could even argue it better than that.
I got a better one if you want
It
one.
actually does some.
You can argue your own better than that.
Yeah, I could argue why it is a really damn good one, but not quite as good as Chrono Trigger.
Mhm.
Uh-oh.
How long is that going to take?
All right,
Because I
well,
can
here we go.
argue.
All right, well, Earthbound is one of the. I just wasn't scratching my ear.
You can't even
So
hate
wait.
on Earthbound when you go into it. You know that.
Well,
You'll never hate on it. We already know
no, I know, but
that. It ain't happening.
it is. It's one of the first and still one of the few RPGs that take place in a modern setting.
Right.
That's
Our
Earthbound.
modern setting.
We're talking about Earthbound. Yeah, you're actually supposed to
Our
be in
modern
America.
setting,
Yeah.
westernized culture, which
Yeah.
the Chinese loved so much that they decided to make their game in China and base it on our westernized culture.
It's
Whoa,
Japan.
whoa. Bill, easy.
Japan.
I'll give you time.
I'm sorry. I'm
Time
sorry,
for
sir.
Rebuttal.
I'm sorry. I made a mistake. It is Japan.
Yeah,
I forget. No got him.
dock a point.
Chinese, Japan. I'm gonna go Trump on this one. They're all the same.
Well, you don't have a big, beautiful SNES.
I don't think.
Yeah,
Oh my God, that thing is just haggard. What is wrong with that thing? It
Wait.
even has my old corn.
Right now,
on
wait,
there
time out.
when I liked corn a little
It's
bit better.
0.2 to Sam just got
Actually,
docked at a point
What?
for the corn for saying corn drawn.
That Billy wrote it on there. Billy's the one that wrote that on there.
But I also wrote it on there back when
But
they
you
were
were
great.
showing it off.
Yeah, but Billy's the one that wrote on there. Put a point back on.
When they
wrote-
were great.
Billy wrote corn on there. I didn't write corn. I didn't know
Bill,
what corn
you had
was.
0. Bill
How do
lost
I
his
have 0? How do I have
There
0
we go.
for writing
Yeah.
one of the greatest bands that were ever created back in the day on their wall? They were in their prime.
What was
Actually,
good
before they were in their prime.
If you say what was great about them, I'll give you your 0.2 back.
What was great about corn?
Greatest
I
part.
don't know. Why don't you tell me? You're a huge corn fan, sir. Huge.
I would say
Huge
big.
like Billy Facillo. Huge.
they're bassist. That's it. I
Bill.
only liked them for one album, and then I
So
was
you like the Fieldy of corn.
yes, Fieldy of Corn was the best part. You agree?
Totally agree.
All right, I'm not talking about Earthbound anymore. I'm talking about Chrono Trigger. You have to bump up Earthbound more than I was.
I will bump up Earthbound.
All right.
You can
Well, first of
name
all,
what your favorite food is in the game. It could be pizza. It could be hamburgers, which of course is
Nope.
awesome.
I like beef jerky, and there's jerky in Chrono Trigger.
You can put beef. You can put anything you want. That's
Yeah, but there's jerky in Chrono Trigger.
Oh.
right.
Whoa, wait. Is there jerky in Earthbound?
You can put jerky in there
No,
if you want
there's
to.
no jerky in Earthbound.
You can put
Is
jerky.
there
You can put
jerky
beef
in
jerky.
Earthbound? That's what fact checker. I need to know. I'm googling. Let me know because if I
Does
Google
Chrono
it,
Trigger have knockoff Blues Brothers? Blues Brothers? I don't think so.
No, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. In
It is good. It's
But-
very good. They actually have.
wait, is there jerky in Earthbound?
They actually have an arc where you deal with the musical act in the game, which is very modernized, which is the Blues Brothers.
Okay,
Japan
So-
leeching on to
Is
Western.
there not jerky in Earthbound?
What? Not only is there jerky in Chrono Trigger, but it's actually a plot point. You have to feed
Wait.
you have to feed a whole army with a piece of jerky.
That's just ludicrous. First of
Wait.
all,
What is this talking about? I'm lost here real quick because it does talk about in Earthbound Wiki. There's beef jerky and luxury jerky. What does this mean?
Uh-oh.
all right. Let me
There's
tell you
not.
something. First of all,
I'm
I'm gonna say-
serious. I just looked up. Is there jerky Earthbound? And it says beef jerky and
All right,
luxury.
maybe there is. I don't know.
God
It doesn't
damn,
feed,
game
but it
just
doesn't
has
feed a
everything.
whole.
Game just has everything. Sam.
No, it doesn't feed an entire
How
army.
unfortunate.
Oh,
Whoa!
wait, hang on a second. So Earthbound takes place in
Yeah,
modern
I'm sweating.
times.
I'm so right. I'm sweating.
So let's talk about time. It's about time we talked about time. You know you're going to get blasted here.
Yeah.
Because Chrono
It's got a time travel theme.
Yeah.
All right,
So
there's a
Earthbound.
Chrono Wiki, real quick. There's a Chrono Wiki. There's a beef jerky and a spice jerky. So in Earthbound, there's a beef jerky and luxury jerky.
Luxury.
I do like myself some spice jerky, but I don't even know what the fuck luxury jerky is.
There
But
we
I
go.
think I want some. So far,
Yes.
Earthbound.
All right.
Earthbound winning.
This is from a man saying perfect's better than golden, so you can't say luxury is better than just jerky.
All right. So Earthbound
Or
Luxury.
takes
not better. I mean,
Earthbound takes place in a modern time, correct?
it definitely.
Well,
does.
Chrono Trigger,
Modern, real quick. Earthbound modern for like
90s.
the 90s when it came out. Okay,
Yeah,
modern.
late
90s.
80s, early 90s kind of thing.
Okay,
It is a sequel, by the way. Earthbound is a sequel to Mother 1 in Japan.
okay.
It's called Mother 2 in Japan. All right, so
100% sure there's no time travel in Earthbound because I swear there is.
there is, but it doesn't count.
Hey, that
Whoa.
doesn't count.
All right, hang on a second.
Dimensional time travel? It's even better time travel.
No, it's not. It's
Come
not.
on.
Come on. All right, so in Earthbound takes place in modern times for 99% of the game takes place in modern time.
Okay.
What about that
Earthbound,
100%?
Earthbound takes place prehistoric,
Oh,
Dark
wait.
Ages.
You mean Chrono
You're about
Trigger,
Chrono
right?
Trigger now.
Yes.
You're even the
Okay.
game's so good that you're even saying it for the other game.
It's all right. It's all right. Okay, so Chrono
The
Trigger,
Underworld doesn't count as prehistoric in Earthbound.
prehistoric
I didn't
for-
say it.
for Chrono. I gotta write this down.
All
This is a good debate here.
All right. Prehistoric,
Yes.
Dark Ages,
Ooh.
Middle Ages, present, future,
The present day in that game.
Present day in
has
that game
nothing
is
to do with modern
1000
westernized culture.
1000 AD is present in that game. So,
So
but
do you-
that's,
Exactly. So
Okay.
you're not eating hamburgers and hanging out with the
yeah,
Blues
but there's
Brothers.
also 1999 in the game, so add
I
that
do like
to it.
Blues Brothers too.
I think
19
Earthbound was 1999.
Yeah, but Chrono Trigger has 1999, and
But Earthbound is 1999.
it has the future, which is like 22 or 21 something.
Almost sounds like Chrono Trigger wanted to be Earthbound a little bit. Just a little bit. It's totally different.
Which came
I'll admit
first?
it, and it's a great fucking
Which
game.
first?
I don't know. I'm fact checking it.
And
All right.
and you can't go back in time and make it happen.
August 27th for Earthbound.
Of
Okay,
what year?
that's before Chrono Trigger.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, for 1994. Sorry. Yeah, and then Chrono Trigger is 1995 March.
Okay,
So-
so Chrono Trigger was later. Plus, let's not forget that there was an
Doesn't-
Earthbound Mother 1 way before the
I know.
concept of Chrono Trigger.
But-
which the concept of Chrono Trigger is just your basic RPG turn-based anyways.
No,
They just
'cause-
made a nice storyline.
No, there's
behind it.
combo
They added time
attacks. There's combo attacks and stuff. Everything. The game.
travel. How is Earthbound such
Also-
a great game and it's face to face, almost like you're looking at a plane?
you don't get to see your characters. All right, how about this? Let's
which
see
is
how
great. I love
well,
it.
let's see how
That's one
Jimmy
of the
gets.
things that make it
Wait,
great.
let's see how Jimmy feels about this.
It's still
I
turn-based.
hate bashing Earthbound because it's a great game, but
Okay.
Oh,
I got to.
Was Chrono Trigger? They're both on the SNES.
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay, because when I look up Chrono Trigger, it says DS game.
Yeah, it's on PlayStation and DS also.
Right.
But
And then
it's
Earthbound was so
originally
good.
Super
They
Nintendo.
also came out with Mother 3, I think, on
Yeah.
GBA on Game
only
Boy
in
Advance.
Japan. Only in Japan.
Yeah, but they have a Game Boy Advance
Okay, let's-
version, do they not?
Only in
Let's
Japan.
Let Sam make his point real quick.
All right,
Um.
I guess so.
So like I said, the years: prehistoric, Dark Ages, Middle Ages, present time in that game, 1000 AD. Then there's also 1999, the Apocalypse. They call that one. Then there's the future, and then there's end of time.
Okay.
So those are a lot of time periods. In Earthbound, you have modern day, and at the very end of the game, you go to fight the last boss in the past or future.
Okay.
I forgot. Gygus is in the,
Right.
I thought there was going to be something that like really connected with me. You were about to talk.
Oh yeah,
about.
this part. Okay, what would you rather have? In Earthbound, when you go to fight an enemy, the screen changes, and then you just see the enemy standing completely still, and they kind of shake a little bit when they attack. It's kind of like Pokemon. You know, like how
Okay.
Pokemon looks; they don't really attack and stuff.
Oh, wait a minute. Let me bring something up before you go on here. This person, okay, this man right here that just said it's kind of like Pokemon, but he's saying Chrono Trigger is better. He likes the turn-based in Chrono Trigger compared to the turn-based in Earthbound. And Sam has literally at one point in time said that Pokemon could be one of the greatest RPGs ever made.
When did I
Did
say
you or
that?
did you not say that?
I don't know about that.
Well, you're like, it's a very good game. Pokemon could be one of the greatest as far as a turn-based thing.
It could
As a
be, but
card
it's
game,
not.
But you did enjoy it for many, many years.
I
as
was
a child.
10.
And I was probably close to 10 when I played Earthbound.
And I was close to 10 when I played Chrono Trigger, and Chrono Trigger held up and Pokemon didn't.
But Earthbound held up big time.
I know it held up big time because I ended up actually playing it later
Actually, I
on,
take
and I
that
loved
back.
it. I loved
I take that
Earthbound.
back. I take it back. It did not hold up. Within the last 5 years, it became super popular again. And what? No, it became super popular. Nobody even knew who the fuck it was. And here's the thing. And
Everybody's always known what it was because Smash Brothers and everything.
we'll go back to what you're saying with Jimmy. What he
All
would
right.
prefer.
So the in Earthbound, you look at the enemies and they kind of shake a little bit when they do an attack. In Chrono Trigger, like you see an enemy like move around the screen, and obviously I'm being really
Oh,
biased here.
you can't do it. Is
The
there
enemy-
cutscenes too?
Overhead, there's you see like an enemy like when they do an attack, like they jump on your character and just they'll do like lightning attacks, and you see the characters move around and stuff. Like you ever
You
seen?
do have a character that literally uses another character as a weapon.
Yes,
in the
and
game.
there's
So
another
that.
character like he'll just like there'll be an attack and like she'll just like take Chrono, which is the main character, and just spin him around and stuff. It's just like it's cool. It's a better game.
All right.
Better game.
Let's see.
than Earthbound.
Do you have a rebuttal?
Who, me?
Yes.
I have a
There's time
rebuttal.
travel. There's time travel in Chrono Trigger, damn it. It's a time traveling game. It's like Back to the Future. It's everything great about Back to the Future in an RPG game.
Time travel. and
Sam's
Earthbound
almost
too.
running out of breath coming with this. He's really
Here.
pushing it.
Here's my rebuttal. In Japan, they made a game, according to Sam. This is Sam's words. He told me about it. He knows his video games.
I like that. I like
Okay,
that
he told me about it.
He's against you. Okay.
He says that this Japanese game created, maybe those aren't his exact words, but these just Japanese game, Earthbound, was created in Japan.
Yes.
And it was practically a satire against westernized culture. It was supposed to be a joke. This video game was supposed to be a fucking joke that they thought would never sell, which when it first released, it didn't really do all that well. It just ended up being such a great RPG in the underground. It
Yeah.
came out recently.
And guess what did do well
Joke,
from
and
the
it's still
start?
one of the best and my favorite RPG of all time. It was a joke. Here, we're going to give them their hot dogs, their hamburgers. We're going to let them choose their own food. You could have pasta, spaghetti. You could eat you could eat warheads. Hot tamales could be your favorite food. You go over to a phone booth and ask for money. I mean, yes, they were making fun of us when they made this game, but it related to an American person that liked to play video games that maybe even at the time didn't even love RPGs. Maybe for the first time playing it, they had no idea what an RPG ever was, but they go, holy shit, I'm playing the role of this character that I can relate to. It's a very relatable character. It also had that one, I'll tell you the best element of this game of all, is how they showed you, they still had a great story of how someone's so weak and so even annoying. Pokey.
Right.
In the beginning of the game, there's a character called Pokey. He was an annoying bastard. He was weak. He was pathetic. They made you hate him. And he was so powerless. And this is a spoiler alert, but by the end of the game, it changes very, very much. And if you actually go throughout the whole game, you have fun all the way. And you want to talk about darkness. How you remember how I said with Mario World, how it goes
You gotta
dark at
tell
the
me
end?
what the
Yeah,
weak
got-
guy done.
What's that?
You have to tell
I
me what
can't-
the weekend turns into.
I can't tell you what the let me put it to you this
You
way.
have to.
How do you go
No way you're gonna win. I'm never gonna play this game. It looks like it's like $1,500 or something.
how do you go through
You can play it in so many ways cheaper.
All right.
you go to basically a feeble little nerd, which obviously video game players now and from yesterday could relate to, but you're
We'll
not
do
playing as
spoiler
a character.
alert. Just tell me Earthbound. What does he do?
Spoiler alert, how do you end up being godlike? Not you as the main character. That's what's so great about it. You gain all these powers and you find out at the end that the weakest person that you did not like in the beginning practically fucking goes away forever in the game. And oh my God, where did he come from? It motivated me to draw a picture of this man in his final
You
stages
still see him once in a while.
of being on the end of an apocalyptic time. They let you, it has alien shit. It does have time travel. It goes through apocalypse. It lets you live your life as a regular person, gaining little power and points.
Whoa. All right. Sam, you got to come with something heavy here.
All right. How about this?
Because
One of the
I always thought it would be badass if Jar Jar Binks from Star Wars was actually a badass dude at the end.
That would be awesome.
yeah, I know.
I
All
don't
right.
even like Star Wars, but I will, and a lot of people are going to give me heat for saying that, but
I don't
I
either.
still no. I mean, I'm not saying I hate Star Wars, but what will make me be a religious Star Wars fan to where I'll probably watch it over and over again is if somehow they do relate Jar Jar Binks being the ultimate evil, the worst character ever made, the shittiest character that was ever made in the movie. That was a horrible mistake, and it's like, oh, guess what? There was a reason. This is the reason.
Right.
And a lot of Star Wars fans might hate that,
So-
but I would love it.
All right,
That's why
so
I said you needed to tell me what happened with that guy. Because if
he became very powerful. Yeah.
There you go. Same
And actually,
concept.
admittedly, he's the last boss of Earthbound is like one of the most fucked up bosses ever.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
um,
And another thing is you played Star
it's
Star
actually
Fox.
nightmare-inducing.
You played Star Fox, Jimmy.
yes,
Any boss that's a face, come on. How could you beat it?
Yeah.
Imagine going through a whole game and it's not an actual character. It's just like, how do you beat this thing?
Yeah.
right. It's like the
And
Wizard
that's
of
all I'm
Oz.
going to say about that. That's
It's
all I'm
not-
going to say.
It's not even a face. I'm not a fan, right?
Listen, people that are watching, just download the emulators and just emulate it. A lot of
Right.
RPG fans would say "fuck you," and video game people would say, "fuck you."
You can also buy it on Wii U if you want. If you want to be legitimate.
That's true.
All right. So,
All right, Sam. You
how
got
about- how about-
And then I have one final question that is going to determine.
all right.
Okay.
How badass is this? One of the very, very early on in the game, you've already traveled through about 2 time periods already. But you have to go back and like, freaking, you accidentally send like this girl back in time, and then like you have to go back and save her, and then you bring her back. This is so badass about it. The main plot of the game is that this girl goes back in time that I just met, and she accidentally goes they think it's a teleporter, but she actually ends up going to the Middle Ages. And you have to go save her, and then you save her and bring her back in like no time. It's like, is the game over? The game hasn't even fucking started yet. You think that okay, it's a save the girl kind of game. She's already saved, and she's actually your party member for the rest of the game. The real story of the game is what happens after. You accidentally end up going to the future and seeing the last boss of the game. You're in the future after the world's already destroyed. And you're like, what the hell is going on? You go to a computer and log into it and stuff, and you see the last boss of the game just destroy the world. The entire world is being destroyed by it's a video capture of the last boss destroying the world that you're in right now.
Can I stop you for 1 second?
Sure.
Whoa, no. He's got me going. Don't stop him yet.
All right.
All right.
So
You've heard
now
this
you have
before,
to,
though,
so
Jimmy.
the whole plot of the game is now after you've seen the world, you're in the world that's
Yes, you
destroyed. Like it's just everything's in ruin, everybody's starving and stuff. And you're like, how the hell did this happen? You see a video of how it happened. You're just like, what the hell is this thing? I'm from the past. I don't even know how this world gets destroyed. So then you're just like, so then you have to like find all these clues and shit. Now you have to go back in time to figure out how to save the future. Like you're going back to like millions and millions of BC to figure out how to like save 20 something AD. You know what I mean? And then like, and then by the end of the game, you can actually choose not in prehistoric times because it hasn't even started yet, but you can actually choose which time period to save the world in. So like, do I summon this bad thing that's been burrowed? It's the last boss of the game is a thing that in prehistoric times it burrowed to the center of the earth and then emerges and just destroys everything. So like, when do you decide to like bring this monster back up? Do you wait for it to just happen in 1999, or do you go like, or do you want to save the world quicker? You want to
That's
go?
what makes it a great game.
Yeah,
right
you can
there.
actually fight the last boss
Right.
in any time period. It's just in like
I will admit it. That is what makes that a great
there's
game.
a fucking flying time machine.
Right.
By the way,
Right.
flying time
Right.
machine. You can fly around.
I like There's
There's no
one.
wait. It's worth mentioning.
That's
that-
Bill and Ted.
It's worth mentioning that
another movie.
there's no flying vehicle in Earthbound, and there's only ways of fast travel. It's kind of cool. You can take a bus somewhere. In
Yeah.
Chrono Trigger, you can fly over the whole world and go
Yes.
back in time in that time machine, and go to another world in a different time.
And a flying machine, yes, I get it. So you got your time machine, which
Bill,
is in
a
every
quick
time
rebuttal.
machine movie, and a flying machine that's in every RPG.
It's basically DeLorean, but in fucking a video. game.
Okay, yeah, and that brings me to this point.
Real
Girl
quick.
that you save, that you bring back,
Yeah.
Marty McFly's girlfriend, and then after that, Marty McFly figures out why is the world so different. The boss is Biff. It's Back to the Future.
So
It's the exact storyline from Back to the
no, it
Future.
doesn't copy it exactly.
Sounds pretty fucking close to me.
No.
All right.
Oh, well, let me
So-
guess. They have a Doc White in this game.
Real
No.
They have
quick.
a Doc Brown.
There's gonna be one more question.
I don't
If
know
this
why it
was
had
up-
to be White.
That's Mega Man. It's got Dr. White.
That's
Okay,
Wiley,
real
though,
quick.
right? Or
No,
Willie.
it's White also.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Sorry.
If this was out of 10 right now, it would be Sam at 9.9 and Billy at a 10 for having me interested. Sam would have been at 11 until he used the word summon. And whenever you use the word summon, like you summon a beast or something, I start thinking like real nerd shit.
Oh,
Sure.
That knocked you off like
Come on, we're talking about time travel and shit.
Well, no, don't get me wrong. In Sam's defense, he is talking about your traditional overhead turn-based RPG with a huge twist at it. The fact that you can save the world at different times could only be done in that game, and if it ever was repeated,
It's a tie then right now.
It's not
I was
summon. You don't summon them. You just like, oh, should we?
I know,
Should this,
did say the word summon
should this
and it made
motherfucker come out of the ground right now?
Mhm.
freaking dungeon. I'm literally thinking of Dungeons and Dragons when you said summon. So
Yeah.
Well, it's an RPG.
it's tied. Exactly.
And so is
Which-
Earthbound.
RPGs,
I don't
of course
think
you
it's
say
summoning.
Which
You
I'm
know,
not a
you-
fan of, and you guys know that. So once you
Okay.
say the word summon, you're like, should have felt something weird in your bowels.
There is
But-
no summoning. There's no summoning in Earthbound. You know what's in Earthbound? A Starman from
You
the
already
fucking
ruined it.
heavens comes down
You
and
already ruined
you
it.
beat him to death with a baseball bat. A
You
baseball
gave Sam
bat.
a pass. Right now it's tied. But the
How did I give
actual
Sam a pass? How did I give him a pass? Explain it to me.
you said in his defense, and you started defending him. If
All right,
you
well
start
then, yeah.
defending somebody in debate, you lose points to me. So
Yeah, in his defense, it is a great game, but in my defense, you can
All
beat
right.
an alien with a baseball bat.
All right, what's the tiebreaker?
there's 1 point up for grabs for the win. Who wants to go first? You have no clue what my question is. Who wants to go first?
I want Sam to go first.
No, I want Billy to go first.
All right, I'll go first.
All right. You get bonus points for that a little bit.
Oh God damn.
But
Wait, how about whoever?
10th of a cent.
All right, go on.
you still have to have a great answer.
Changing the game,
Now,
Sam.
now, Sam, you're gonna have time to think about this.
All right.
Bill, why is it called Earthbound? Explain to me why it's called that.
God, you get such a great explanation, huh? All
It's
right,
not even
well,
called. The worst part is it's not even called Earthbound in Japan.
It's called Mother. Here's
Yeah.
the thing. It's originally
Already dock points for that.
no.
It's got a
called
different
Mother.
name. It's got a different name in different parts of the world.
I just need to know why it's called Earthbound. What is your
you're-
reason for why you think it's
because-
called
Has
It's
nothing
a
to do.
story. It's a story
It takes
about
place
a,
on Earth.
It's a story about a boy. That's what makes it so simple. Let's strip it
Right.
down. It's a boy that has an adventure on Earth, which is Mother, which is why they call it Mother. So,
Mother Earth?
And the exact same thing can be said about Chrono Trigger.
oh yeah, it definitely could. Let me tell you something. All right, I'm going to save this for last.
No, this is last. This is for the win.
No, I got one. I know, but let Sam say what he has to say, and all I have to do is a visual.
All right,
I'll
so
just show you.
Your words, your last words, possibly. I may let you get a rebuttal.
It's just a boy who has an adventure on Earth. No
Boy.
other RPG is like that. Not one has even been made like that, as far as I know, since then.
There's always boys.
And it sounds so boring, but it's the best RPG ever. How does that happen?
It's called
Why
Chrono
is-
Trigger because Chrono
Why-
means fucking time, and you time travel in the game, and you're triggering time events. And also, there's an item in the game called Chrono Trigger that very much relates to the plot. You save the main character with it.
Travel.
Time
Trigger.
travel. Chrono Trigger tells you what the game's about. Time travel.
Event.
Earthbound doesn't tell you what the game's about at all.
No,
You already know it's time travel in Chrono Trigger.
All right.
You're right. You're right.
Right now, Sam has it crushed. I will give
Okay.
him a rebuttal after whatever you think is going to win it.
This will win it.
All right.
My rebuttal is who don't? Who don't have a copy of what they claim to be their favorite RPG ever, and that is Earthbound? Do you, Sam, have in your collection your favorite RPG, one of the greatest genres of video games ever created, one of the greatest genres that you could ever play? Longevity. You put a game. It's not a sports game. It's not a 10-minute game. It's not Tecmo Bowl. We're talking hours of fun, hours of gameplay, hours and hours and hours. And you go for probably one of the best systems ever made for RPGs, and the
Oh, you
best
mean
type
this?
of franchising.
The system right here.
And that system, yes. Which, by the way, when I did
And
say earlier,
this game right here.
you son of a bitch.
Oh.
You love how that's
This
Oh,
game,
my
the
God.
best system ever, and the
It might-
best RPG, according to me.
Why did you put it in?
You know what the worst part is? Behind that sticker is Earthbound.
No.
Oh,
That's the
that'd
worst
be
part.
great.
I guarantee.
All right. So far, I like Sam's rebuttal.
Mhm.
I like your
My buttle?
actual.
You like my actual buttle? What's that?
But you have to be honest here. When is the last time you stuck that into a Super Nintendo and played it?
This game?
That one right there. Honestly.
You don't even have a Super Nintendo. You have a thing that pretends it's a Super Nintendo.
I have a Retron, and I'll tell you the reason why
Not a
I do
Super
not.
Nintendo.
I'll tell you the reason I love this game so much that I wouldn't even put it in the Retron, because the Retron will not produce the audio quality, even though it was just SNES. What 60? I should know what the bit was. 64-bit. God damn
No.
it.
No.
Okay.
16-bit.
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 It seemed like 64-bit at the time. Yeah, that's right. I didn't have. There's no. That's the N64 and the expansion pack, right? Give you 64. I can't
No.
remember.
No, N64, 64-bit.
All right.
What
Let,
was the
technically.
expansion pack. All right, but no. I'll tell you. The last time I
We
plugged it
haven't
in,
played
I
it
plugged
in
it
a
in to
while.
test it. I
Okay.
played it on an emulator. I'll admit I use emulators, and I know that's bad.
Bill?
That's like a scandal.
Gills, you said he got him.
Who?
Did
got
Sam win? Which Sam, raise your hand.
It's me.
I'm
Super
leaving this up
Nintendo.
on Facebook Live right here.
The Super Nintendo and the
this
totally Chrono Trigger.
Or if you're watching, did he win with the
Who's got
Chrono
the copy?
Trigger
Got the real
with the
deal.
Super Nintendo
This is how
or
much
did-
I love the game. I got it.
with actually having the game?
Who,
I'm
me?
leaving it up to Facebook Live. No, I'm leaving it up to Facebook Live.
Okay.
Bill had the actual game.
Yeah.
Sam had some stuff going on.
This
But
is
Bill-
not a monetary issue, by the way.
In a while because he doesn't even have the Super Nintendo, but he has some device.
I want to say something real quick. You said the game was around 15,000, so I don't want anybody, or 1,500. I don't want anybody to think that Sam doesn't own a copy of his favorite game because of that. This game that I own is not a $1,500 game. It's
Yeah, no,
way,
it's
way,
19
way.
something. Yeah.
No, it's only like a couple $100, which I know some people. Oh fuck, of old school. But no, when it's your favorite game, first of all, I will tell you this. Here's another thing. No, I got another thing for you. I didn't pay that price for this game. This is the game from when I first bought it when I was a kid, mind you. That's how much I love the game. I still
but-
bought it from when I was a
Yeah,
kid.
but that's I also have
No, I
this
take
one.
that back. No, I'll prove that even further. It was
But I
from,
also have this one from when I was
it
a
was
kid.
from when
so-
my parents bought it for me because I was so young when it came out, and it actually was expensive for the time that they had to pay for it for me. Well, they didn't have to. They could have said, fuck you and mow the lawn and shut up. But I was like, this is the game that I want. And
Gilmore or Corey? Who won? You're both there. Let's see. We got like 20 seconds before the show's over. Let's see if either of them answer. It's tough.
Sam could get that game tomorrow if he wanted to. He loves it so much. He can get it. Am I right, Sam?
No, I'm looking up on eBay right now. It's $37, but it's a repro.
And you can play it
That's-
on a repro.
They're $100.
Yeah, they're around 100.
I don't want to play. I want the original.
I know, I
SNES
know.
game cartridge, US version, English language save file. What does that mean?
What do you say?
That's a emulator.
No,
Oh,
what do you
okay.
say? What do you say? What do you say?
Okay, real quick,
English version of
Ryan, Ryan said that when he pulled out the game and put it in the system, which means you, Sam, that you won. Real quick,
That's my system.
you know that
That's
it was
my Super Nintendo.
real quick, Ryan, do you know that it was not the real game? It was a fake game with a printing on it. Let me know real quick.
That's what makes it
Because
much better. Comedy
it's a
aspect.
game again right now, but
There.
that is not the real Chrono Trigger
Well-
game.
But
Does
before
he-
there's another misconception.
Does he win with the joke? Gilmore, throw it out there again.
Yeah, it's a label. All right.
It's
Actually-
fake.
It's actually
With it being fake, just because it was funny enough. I include funny as a winning thing.
if I win,
But-
yeah.
Did it win?
If I win, I'll let you know what game it really was. How about that?
All right. Let's see. Sam's even throwing up.
Come on, no. Let me tell you something that's funny. To do the joke, he had to use my system to do it. So to say
it's
that
not
I don't
your
have the
system.
system,
Not my system.
Gilmore didn't know that. He did not know that.
But you thought it was
Now-
funny.
That adding the comedy factor, who wins? Gilmore. It's all up to you.
oh man. If Gilmore used to hang out, or
Really win with legit, or does Sam win it with the funny factor?
Gilmore's going to go with funny.
It's over.
Gilmore's going with funny because I know he hangs out with you, Jim.
It's over.
Funny always
It is
wins.
What?
All right,
Breaking
what is
news.
it?
Breaking news.
Where's your sound effect? For the
I'll give my game away to whoever
Nope.
votes.
It's already over. Don't even say it. It's over. He wins with the effort of the joke. Sam wins.
Hey,
1.5.
oh, yeah.
It all comes down to comedy.
Yes, that's all that matters. This
Well,
is a
then
con-
my favorite RPG is Conker's Bad Fur Day.
it's not even an RPG.
I know. Isn't that funny?
No.
I like Earthworm Jim.
You do like an Earth game.
All right, here's what the game was.
A
It was
badass Any game that has a Moonlight Sonata in it
Pre-
as the soundtrack is a badass game.
Presty's Super Funhouse.
Oh, another good game.
Nice.
I can't believe you still have that.
Yeah.
My game. It's got my label on it. I labeled every game. Why did I? Because I had a label maker. That's why.
You didn't label this one. I know that because I drew all over it.
Yeah, and it looks horrible. Get a label maker.
Actually, I think alcohol will get that off.
No, it's very hard to get that off the Nintendo.
Really?
I will admit, Sam has taught me a lot about the Nintendo, more than I could ever know. I never knew it was Nintendium.
Nintendium?
Nintendium.
Yeah, it's made of Nintendium.
Yep. Those video games were made out of Nintendium. And what is it? Just Nintendium in the middle part of the SNES? Look at how oxidized it is around that one
I know.
part.
I know. But it's still strong.
Yep. Strong enough
One
to
time I
last
saw-
a couple generations, actually.
One time I saw like someone on the internet, they said, "Oh, I dropped my Super Nintendo while moving by accident." I was just thinking that poor ground.
Nice.
Ground level.
What do you think, Jim? What's your favorite games and stuff?
Well, we do have to head out.
All right.
We'll leave this up to next week.
It's been a
All
great
right.
debate, everybody.
Did you guys ever hear the song Chandelier?
No.
No.
where it's like, okay, what about? I'm trying to think.
I thought this was gonna be the outro joke for a minute. Because
Yeah, let me play it real quick, so you can hear what it sounds like. You might know it when you hear it. It is kind of a pop song.
Taylor Swift.
No, it's called Chandelier. I'm pretty sure you've heard it, but we'll see. There's a lot of noise at the beginning. Blah blah blah.
Good time call phones, but
Yeah, I know it.
1, 2, 3, drink. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, drink.
So you know that song?
Yeah.
Drinking game?
Do you know it, Bill?
Sounds a lot like 10 other ones, but
Huh?
sounds a lot like 10 other songs. And I mean, honestly, that's not me getting old.
Well, either way, there's something that song and myself have in common.
What's that?
See ya.
See ya.